Hello and welcome everyone to Silver Asset of the Day for the 15th of October 2020, presented by myself, Phil Carr, at the Gold and Silver Club. So as a follow-up to Tuesday's Gold Asset of the Day, we have yet again seen evidence that you want to stay very nimble in the markets right now. Regularly banking those profits, make sure that you're locking in on these breakouts that we see on the metals, and then each time we dip lower, have these corrective moves. This allows you to keep trading the consolidation and ranges that we're in at the moment. In fact, Goldman Sachs just yesterday stated that the last quarter has been the most profitable trading quarter for them in over a decade. And we've mentioned it before. Right now is a trader's market. You want to be taking advantage of this regular range-bound opportunities that we get currently. At the start of the week was a great example. As we mentioned to you, we banked 410 points on gold. In fact, we've since then banked 100 points on copper, capitalized on a 1,000-point breakout at the start of the week for natural gas, and also positioned ourselves for dollar breakouts here, taking some of the profits off the table with the dollar breakout we've had so far this week as well. So overall, in terms of points banked, we've actually banked over 1,500 points this week across natural gas, gold, and copper. So of course, for every one lot traded, that's $15,000 of profit. For every 10 lots traded, that's $150,000 of profit. And of course, these are all trades that our clients at the Gold and Silver Club have been capitalizing on as well. Now, as we transition towards the end of the week here, we've seen a very regular cycle play out for silver here, and also for gold, in fact, which is where you tend to see this pressure to the downside into the London session at the start of the US session, and then typically you're seeing higher prices for the metals later on in the day. This was certainly the case with gold yesterday, and we continue to see this great volatility in the markets right now, which you want to be capitalizing on. Again, going back to the point here from Goldman Sachs, they are anticipating this quarter to be one of the most profitable for trading on record. So again, they've had the best trading quarter in over a decade. This is not a buy and hold market. It's not a market to be complacent on. This is where you do need data, market intelligence. You need to know what the hedge funds, the money managers, what they're doing in real time in order to capitalize on the current price action that we're seeing. The range-bound trade offers you opportunities daily to be banking profits, getting back in. Bank your profits, get back in. You'll make a lot more money that way than just buying and holding, where currently the price action has been selling off on the metals since, in fact, the top that we put there in August, where gold prices broke out to all-time highs, silver prices hit $30 per ounce. Since then, we have been correcting, but there's been loads of opportunities to continue to trade, and that's the most important thing. So what do you need to keep an eye on with silver at the moment? So again, you want to keep an eye on the dollar and the gold-silver ratio. The dollar today has broken out back above 93.80. With that, we've actually been building positions at the beginning of the week with the dollar, which has worked out really well in our favor. But also keep an eye on the gold to silver ratio, which has also surged over 1% today. When the ratio is going higher, that will favor gold to outperform silver. When the ratio is breaking down, that will favor silver to outperform gold, and typically that's supportive for both gold and silver. Another point to keep an eye on right now is that gold and silver are breaking out in other currencies. So if you put them against Australian dollar, the euro, or the pound, we're seeing supported price action. It is because of the strength of the dollar that you're currently seeing gold priced in dollars and silver priced in dollars under pressure right now. As soon as you see the dollar come back under pressure, this is where you'll see gold and silver get well supported again. And of course, keep an eye on that typical cycle that we tend to see, which is the metals getting a bid later on in the day, later on in the US session. And of course, this is where you need to be aware of the cycles in the market, especially the typical cycle now in the lead up to the US election. There's a very clear path that the metals usually run up into the lead up to a US election, and then the subsequent price action we see afterwards, and the big opportunities as we go then into December, January, and February. These are huge seasonal moves that you also need to be on top of. And of course, you want to be aware of what the hedge funds, money managers, the banks, the institutions are doing in real time, the key levels that they're targeting, where they're buying, where they're selling, when they're coming out of trades, when they're reloading. This will all help you alongside utilizing our data, market intelligence, and really giving you that edge in the market so you're able to trade the same way that the hedge funds, the money managers do. So if you would like to find out more, become a member of the Gold and Silver Club, learn a research-driven approach to the market, and join a community of successful traders, there is an opportunity for you to do so. Just make sure you click in the link below today's report in order to make an application to become a member of the Gold and Silver Club.